Want to know what it takes to trap a big T4 player? Well, stay tuned because you're about to find out. What's going on, guys? It's your boy Worthy Prince coming at ya with another Lords Mobile video, and today guys I'm giving you a one-stop guide on how you can build yourself a solo trap that will absolutely annihilate a T4 solo march. Okay, it's really good stuff. It's very satisfying to know that someone's hitting you that's so much more powerful and you just go ahead and capture them and get their leader. It's really good fun. As you know from my previous videos, if you've been a subscriber on the channel, you know that this trap works very, very well. And if you're not a subscriber, make sure you hit that sub button on this video and hit the like button. Okay, right, so guys, we're going to dive into every single part of what it takes to become a decent trap, and we're going to start off with the thing that most people think is what it's all about. Don't get me wrong, guys, it's very important, but it's not everything, and that's going to be the troops. Okay, let's dive into my barracks, guys. So as you can see, I've got 15 million troops right now. It's a decent number. And as you can see, I've got no grunts. That's because I don't want any T1 on my front line whatsoever, guys, okay? Because they're weak, and it means you're probably going to burn if you take a big hit from someone. So no T1 grunts. The main fighting force of my trap is the T1 archers and the T1 cataphracts. They're the ones that are going to be doing all the damage. And I've gone for T1s because it means I can get a higher troop count for the lowest might. And that's what it's all about, guys. It's about swarming your enemy with troops. It's no good having a very small amount of T3 troops, for example, which give you the same amount of might, because the defense they can provide just won't be as good. So this is definitely the way to go. So archers, 6.3 million, cataphracts, 6.5 million. Again, no grunts. Moving up, this is where we see the front line. So we've got T2 gladiators sitting at just shy over 2 million troops. And I like that because you get 4 squads in, any formation for each troop type. And the fact that I have 2 million gladiators means that each squad is going to have 500,000 troops in it, which is pretty good stuff. No one's going to be taking out any of my squads. Now, why don't I want one of my squads to go? Because if one of my squads die, then the enemy troops will retarget another squad, and it could be that they target one of my cavalry squads of T1, which would be devastating. So I don't want any of my archers and any of my cataphracts to get hurt. So that's why I've gone ahead and built that many gladiators, and it works really well. I've also got 200,000 sharpshooters. That's just to give my range a bit more boost, just to basically help out against a full cavalry march, because as I have an infantry front line, that is the weakest I am against. So, I want to make sure that I'm holding up pretty well against that cav, and it really does, guys. It really truly does. And if we go down, you can see I don't have any T3. There's no need for any T3 in a solo trap, guys. If you've got T3, then you're doing it wrong. It's as simple as that. They add too much might, and you really don't need them. So no T3, and of course T4 is not unlocked. Okay, so that's how the troops work. Works really well, guys. Let's go over and take a look at the research. Now, this is very, very important for a trap. You don't want to be doing too many researches. It's very, very tempting sometimes because of special events and guild fest and stuff like that. But you have to resist doing researches that don't help you. You only want to focus on research that gives you cold hard stats for attack and HP and defense. And you don't want to do anything that's going to give you nothing at all. So let's dive into it. Economy, construction level 7, just to help out with the buildings. It really did help out a lot when I first started off. I've done a little bit on vault management, a little bit on weight training, just to help out with the gathering. But again, not really vital. The construction, though, really did help a lot. Okay, moving over to defense, we've got a little bit done because I wasn't sure at the start whether I was going to put any traps in my wall. I don't have any traps in my wall, and I'll tell you why a little bit later in the video. But again, lots of unnecessary research there. Military, this is very, very important. You can see I've taken my attack stats for offense up to level 9. Absolutely, very, very important. Level 9 will give you 87% each. That's absolutely vital, so definitely do that. Going down, infantry defense, level 9, absolutely, because they're on the front line. Ranged and cavalry, level 8, just to enable me to do the researches below. but not exactly vital because the cavalry and the ranged troops won't be taking any hits, they'll just be attacking. Going down a bit further, T2 unlocked, you can see I've then got my infantry health level 9, again vital because they're on the front line, 87% again for the infantry health. Ranged health, cavalry health, again it's irrelevant, but you have to do it to get to the lower researches, which is what I've done. We've got this T3 that's opened, and then we've got army offense and army health both at level 7. Now I can take them to level 8 if I do some more research on army defense, but to be honest with you guys, you know, defense doesn't make too much of a difference, and I'm just feeling like I'm going to be adding way more might than I need to by doing army defense. So I'm quite happy to leave my army offense stat and my army health at level 7, which works really well. Okay, let's move on to the next one, guys. We've got monster hunt. This is also very important, and you want to be able to hunt level 2 monsters because they drop good gifts. You get gems, resources, speed ups, all good stuff that's going to help you grow. So do the researches you need to do to get level 2 unlocked. You can do a few more of the other ones as well, just to make it so you can kill that monster a bit easier without using too much more of your energy. But as far as leveling these up higher and going down and doing more research, you know, it's just might added to your castle that you really don't want to take. So level 3 monsters as well, for someone that's got quite low monster research, do take a lot of energy to kill. You're better off getting the level 2 ones, guys. Alright? Moving on, let's go over to upgrade defense. Nothing in here is done and ever will be done, so that's absolutely fine. Upgrade military. Very important, guys. Subsidies will help you out so much. 40% saving when you max out one of these to level 10. So of course, archers and cataphracts maxed out because we're building millions of them troops. So it's really going to save us a lot on the resources. Grunts have also been done, but I'm not going to be using it for the grunts. I've done it so I can max out my level 10 on gladiators because, of course, we build a couple of million of those. So 40% saving on resource again is pretty good stuff. So definitely do that. And then you want to do the minimum research you need to do. As you can see, you need level 4s across the level 3 subsidies, just so you can go down and get quick swap level 1 and 2 opened. Absolutely vital, especially if you're going to be trapping big players. You don't want to be showing them your gear at all. You want to show them the fake gear, switch to the real gear when they're about to hit, and switch straight back to the fake gear after. And to do that, you need to get level 2 on quick swap researched. The might you're going to get isn't too much actually, guys, so definitely go ahead and do this. It's going to aid you 100%. Moving over to army leadership, no need to do it, guys. All completely empty. Military command, you won't touch this either until you're ready to upgrade some of your gear to mythic like I've done recently. So then you go down and you literally research breakthrough. Just the minimum, just level 1s to get to breakthrough, and that's done. There's no need to ever come back into this tree. And then going on to familiars, this is something that I probably wouldn't have recommended months ago, but now, guys, especially if you're going to be trapping the big guys, you'll take all the stats you can get. So definitely go ahead and research familiars. Really important. You're not going to add too much might to your castle, but what you want to do is go down and get to Pact 3, because there are familiars in both Pact 2 and 3 that really do help out a lot, especially in Pact 3. We're going to cover that as soon as we get out this research building. And then moving over to sigils, no need for anything. Wonder battles, you won't be leading any rallies on wonders, so no need to go ahead and do any of that. And that's the basic, plan on how you should lay out your research. Okay, coming out the research building and going over to familiars, again, I told you a moment ago there, you need to get Pact 3 unlocked. Why is that? Because you get familiars like Trickstar, Mole Shaman, Nocerus. All 3 of those give you cold hard stats to your attack stats, which is pretty good. Plus, Mole Shaman, Nocerus and Trickstar also give you some pretty good secondary skills. Let's take a quick look. So with Trickstar, you can get yourself some research speed, which, might come in handy if you're still doing your level 9s on your offenses. You also get ranged attack, which is awesome. You can see I've got mine to level 5 at the moment, which gives me 5%, but eventually it will go to 10% when I max it out, so that's pretty good stuff. And then Lucky Stars, which is awesome. That gives you 3 Holy Stars, which is great because you get resources and gems and all sorts of stuff from the Labyrinth. So definitely go ahead and get this familiar. The second one is Nocerus, because with Nocerus, Beast of Burden, you know, it's not really something you're looking at, but the second one, Cavalry Attack, yes please, and in a flash, if you get this, you can go ahead and clear a tile instantly, which means you can do a Nocerus trap on someone, which, you know, you're built as a trap. It's another good tactic to use when you max it out. And it's something that I'm slowly working towards. It does take time, especially when you're not purchasing the experience packs. You're just doing it through the gym and merging the packs and waiting without speeding it up. It does take some time, but I'll get there eventually, guys. And then moving over to Mole Shaman, this one's great because, you know, the first skill, Natural Remedy, gives you increased infirmary capacity, which is perfect, absolutely perfect. And then we've got Nutty Power, which gives you the infantry attack. So really, really good stuff. Also, Aquarius, that should be the first one you max out, guys, because for a couple of reasons. One, it's going to give you extra stamina every day because you need to get those pay-to-play heroes as gold as quickly as you can, and this is really going to help. Not only that, guys, but the extra stamina you get, you can continue to sweep your gold heroes and still get, you know, experience and, you know, what's it called? Speed ups. We got there. Speed ups and stuff like that. So really, really good stuff. So definitely focus on Aquarius, okay? Don't forget to work on your treasure trove too. This is really important. I actually have been slacking on this a little bit. Mine's at level 6. I'm actually ready to take it up to level 7 and it only adds 40,000 might. So I definitely will be doing this because every month getting those extra gems will definitely help you to give your troops a really good boost. So definitely go ahead and focus on your treasure trove. Okay, moving over, we're going to talk about some of the buildings, guys, okay? Now you can see at the moment I'm completely maxed out on infirmaries. Now when your trap is ready to start trapping people, this is definitely something you want to do because the more beds you have, the more hits you can take, and you don't have to worry about any red deads. You just have to keep healing. As you can see with what I have right now, with my familiars and all these level 25 beds and everything, I'm sitting at 652,000 beds, which is pretty good stuff. It's pretty good. And there are ways to make that a bit higher too. And I'm going to be doing my best to actually make that a little bit higher. I want to get to 700 if I can. But yeah, this is the way to go. But it's not going to be the way to go when you first start off. When you first start off your trap, you're going to want to build all manners, guys. Maybe one infirm just to cover you if you get tile hit. But other than that, all manners. And the best setup that worked for me wasn't actually maxing out my manners at level 25. You might wonder why. The thing is, I'm not training T4s, I'm training T1s and T2s, and the amount of resources and speed ups I would have to use to max out all these to level 25 manners just wouldn't have been worth it, guys. So what worked well for me was to have all my manners at level 17. I then had 4 barracks at level 24 just to build the troop queue up, and then I went ahead and boosted my troops, and I got a really good conversion for my speed ups and my gems for having that set up like that. So that's how you'd go about and do it. And then of course, like I just said, when you're ready to start trapping, you then do the switch. Just be prepared, guys, because you need a lot of resources. I think to get an infirmary from level 24 to 25, it's something like 18 million wood, plus you need the 2000 gem hammer as well. So with that being said, you know what I'm saying? It takes a lot of resources, a lot of speed ups and everything, and gems. So just be prepared for that before you start this quest to become a big solo trap. Okay, looking down at the resource buildings, they're all gone now, guys. All my resource buildings are gone. I don't want any added might, so I have 0 resource production, which is absolutely fine. You know, I don't need them, so there we go. Okay, moving over, let's have a look at this building here. This one I maxed out to level 25. Very, very important to get your watchtower to level 25. Why? Because if you go down to the bottom, you can see you get a 10% debuff against attacking troops. That's pretty good stuff, and it's an army debuff too. So you definitely want to go ahead and get the level 25 watchtower unlocked, because if you can make their attack weaker, then absolute happy days, guys. So definitely do that. I also maxed out my embassy at level 25, not for the boost, because the boost just increases their travel speed. I done it for the million reinforcements. You may get unstuck. You may want to take a small rally from someone. You may be in a situation where 10 to 20 people are around you soloing you. You may need some help. That time may come, guys. And with 1 million reinforcement space, it gives you plenty of time and plenty of space, you know, to get your friends to come over and send some troops in and help you out. So absolutely, get your embassy to level 25. Now, something that's optional, I decided not to do it, but you can do it if you want to, is to keep your mana up to level 25 or 24, I think it is, and get this pay-to-play building up to level 25. It's something you can do. If you capture a leader, it gives you a 30% boost if it's, I think it's at a level 60 leader, which can help you. You know, that 30% army boost is quite a lot. And again, you could always go ahead and do the auto too, so you can kill something. I haven't built it, but you can kill a prisoner and get another attack boost from there to help you. So this is something that you can do, but it's quite a costly thing to do, or it just takes an absolute ton of time, and I didn't really want to do that on this solo trap, so I decided against it. But if that's something you want to do to get some extra stats, then absolutely go for that, guys, because it really will help you a lot. Okay, let's look at the wall. Now, I haven't gone to level 25 on my wall. There's absolutely no need, because if we go down and see the boost, it's a 10% trap attack. That's not going to help me because I've got no traps in there. But the wall itself hasn't got no traps in. Now, why hasn't the wall got traps? It's a question that a lot of people ask me. Why don't you build no traps? Surely that would help you. You know, attack the attackers as they're coming in, maybe? No, not really. Because for the wall to be of any use, it needs to have an absolute ton of HP. Plus, you need to be boosting the stats with jewels and gear and stuff like that, which isn't something I want to do. The wall goes down almost instantly, and therefore it's no good. And if I have traps in that wall, their attack will actually kill some of those traps, and that number of traps they kill go towards the total losses on my side. That could be the difference between me burning and capping someone. So I don't want to even put traps into the equation. So they're absolutely out of here. No thank you, traps. Okay, let's take a look at my station. Okay, so when you get to C, I think it's C25, or is it a bit lower? Let's take a look. I can't remember everything off the top of my head, but when you get to C17, sorry, you can station 5 heroes, I think. Let's have a look. Yeah, there we go, C17. And the heroes you want to go for, guys, I see so many different things. Definitely don't put Trickster on your wall. As far as free-to-play, which is what these heroes are right here, these are free-to-play heroes, this, in my opinion, is the best way to go about setting up your wall. You've got 2 infantry heroes here, Oathkeeper and Demon Slayer, both of which offer infantry attack, both give you infantry HP, both of those stats are vital for your front lines, so really good choice going for those 2. Now, cavalry is strong against your infantry, so I've gone for 2 range heroes to help boost that range attack. So we've got Snow Queen. You can use Tracker on this kind of trap as well, because although Snow Queen comes with range HP, you're not going to be using it. But I decided to go for Snow Queen just because she does have range HP. So if I ever needed it, it's there. You know, it's just a better hero to go for over Tracker. And then of course, Bomb and Goblin, absolutely vital. He's going to be giving you 20% army attack. So that's definitely something that's going to help you, because not only is it going to boost your range, it's going to boost your infantry and your cavalry too. And that goes for Rose Knight. That's the other one to go for. Again, 20% army attack, cavalry hero. So you're getting that cavalry boost, plus you're getting the attack boost across all your troop types. Absolutely the way to go, guys. Really good stuff. You can see this is how the stats look on my all-out attack. Look at this. It's really good stuff. I've got infantry max HP at 100%. Cavalry max HP we're not worried about. Army attacks at 40%, which is pretty good stuff. You can see infantry attacks at 60. We've got ranged attack at 30. There is no cavalry attack as such, but that army attack does also work as cavalry, which is pretty good stuff. Overall, my infantry attack, let's have a look, with 40% plus the 60. It's 100% infantry attack. It's pretty good stuff. But the range attack as well, 30 plus 40, that's 70% extra range attack for me too. So I like that. That's really good stuff. I am also going to be looking to boost my army attack, just so my cav and my range are a little bit stronger. And the way I'm doing that is by working on Berserker. She is the pay-to-play hero that I'm currently working on. I'm only getting the $4.99 packs when they come out. And I've been doing that for about 3 months now. And as you can see, I'm already halfway to purple after 3 months. So it doesn't take too long. If you get every single $5 one that comes out, the medals do add up. And it's just more economical than purchasing the 20, the 50 and the 100. So I don't mind waiting because I've got 5 good heroes already. There's no need to rush into a berserker. But eventually, she will be showing her face there. And I'll probably switch out Oathkeeper for berserker when she's ready. Okay guys, so we've covered the wall heroes and everything like that, all that good stuff. We're now going to take a look at gear. Now gear is something that is so important. Like troops are important, gear is so important too. Without decent gear, forget trying to take a really big T4 hit. You know, it's just not going to happen, okay? What gear should you build? What a question this is. I get asked almost every day, what gear should I build for my trap? The truth is, guys, you need to build yourself a good mix set, and you need to focus on gear pieces that don't just offer one troop attack, okay? You need to focus on pieces of gear, primarily, that offer 2 or 3 different types of troop attack. With that being said, let's go into my cabinet and take a look at what I'm running. So you can see here, let's have a look. So we've got the helmet. I'm running the beast helm. This is a really good one to go for. Also, guys, notice the jewels. Also very important. It makes such a big difference to your stats. Blue jewels are what I would say minimum. You don't want to be putting green jewels and common jewels in your gear. How to get jewels? I mean, you know, being in an active guild, guys, really helps. The guild coins, use those to buy rare jewel chests and keep doing it. Every time you get 500,000 guild coins, go ahead and buy 5 chests. You do also get them from bonuses in guild gifts. You get them in Guild Fest, you know, which is so important to focus on all these events. Also, you can purchase packs. You know, there's quite a few packs now that are out that come with legendary jewel chests. You also get them in full charge gifts. So you just got to do everything you can. I mean, to get to a level where you're all purple and gold jewels in a short space of time does require some investment. I can't dance around that subject. It does require some investment. But if you're happy to do that, then, you know, you will get there. Anyway, look at this. We've got the Beast Helm, Infantry and Cav, perfect stuff, Army Max HP, beautiful. That's going to give my front line some health. Lovely stuff. This is a good one to go for. Going down to the chest piece, I go for the Hedonic Cuirass. Again, it's giving me infantry attack, infantry HP, perfect. Make that front line nice and strong. Also gives me some attack on ranged as well, which is good because it's going to counter those horses, which is pretty good stuff. The cavalry attacks coming from the jewel. Again though, all purple jewels. Going down to the legs, I'm now running the champion boots, although these ones here are pretty good too. They give you range attack and army attack. I like the legs of the Deceiver, really good stuff. And we go over to the champion boots. You can see I'm getting ranged attack, army attack, and army HP. I mean, to be honest with you guys, champion boots don't necessarily put that in your mind as something to go for, because even I didn't. I would have gone for the Dragon's Talons. But I only went for the champion boots because I got myself a Bursting with Riches pack and pulled a gold Crimson Mane. So of course it gave me the option, but unless you get super lucky like that, I would recommend against pushing champion packs because it's very difficult to level this stuff up and very costly too. Unless that's something that's not going to be an issue for you, then go for it because the champ gear is awesome. Again, purple jewels in there to give it that boost. Going down, we go to the main hand. Again, this is a really good one that I started off with. The Nectar Orb comes with the Cav and ranged attacks, pretty good stuff. But now I'm level 60. We go over to the Frostwing Greatsword. You know, 32%, looking pretty good across my Infant Cav. 24.5 for my range. Of course, that is with the purple jewels. But again, it's a nice piece that gives me attack stats on more than one troop type, which is good stuff. Going down to the offhand, the Codex and the Mitts, both very good choices. At the moment, I'm going with my Mitts, primarily for that Army Max HP. You know, it's giving me 15.5% Army HP, and when I level this up, it's going to increase even more. As you can see, I'm still quite away from getting my gold Mitts on this account, but you can see it jumps up to 25, and at Mythic, 35. It's pretty good stuff, so that's something I will be working on. And then you go down to the accessories. Now there's different ways to do this. The accessories that give you 2 troop types, I think the goggles And then you've also got the ambrosial cup. You know, you can do that. The cup is really difficult. Or you can do what I've done and just go for 1 inf, 1 range, and 1 cav. So you can see for my ranged, I've got my ring, because this offers not only ranged attack, but army HP, which is perfect. I've got my cavalry drum. This is purely just for a decent cavalry attack boost. It's not my favorite piece of gear, it really isn't. I would think I'd much rather have something else maybe, but it does give me a higher amount of cavalry attack, and that is something I was lacking on, so I decided to go for that. And then we go down and we've got this one here. Very, most people look at this and say, why are you building that? Well, it gives me army HP, infantry max HP, 15%. That's really good for my frontline troops. Plus I get some infantry attack too. But again, this could be potentially one of the pieces of gear that gets switched out later on for something else, possibly even a second blight ring. I don't know yet. I'll come back to you on that one. But all I'm saying is, guys, pieces of gear that offer attack and HP are really, really good to go for, and even better if they offer 2 different types of attack. So how does it look when you get like a full mixed set? Well, you see this is my fake gear right now. If we go over to the rear wheel gear, and this shows the stats on how that looks, you can see that my infantry attack is sitting at 152%, ranged attack is 158%, perfect. I want that higher because it needs to counter the cav, and then the cavalry attack's at 136%, and that's absolutely fine. It's a nice balanced set. It really does work out really well. And you can see I've got my army max HP at 44, which is pretty good stuff. But just take a look at these stats, guys, because these are the kind of stats you need to be running. Just gear alone this is. This isn't to do with the hero skill points or anything like that, or research. This is just cold hard stats off the gear. And that's the kind of level you really want to be if you're going to capture a big mythic champ, guy. It's the kind of stuff you need. You really do. Okay, coming back out of that, let's take a look at hero skill points, because many people don't really know how to go ahead and set these up. When you're ready to trap, and again, it's always good to have these set on an innate talent. You can see I've got my war stats and my economy, so if I need to switch to troop training or research, I've got the option to do it. And then we've got the war stats. So how do I set my war stats up? Well, it's quite simple. You do the first one, 5 points in squad offense 1. You then go all the way down to the bottom, and then you do squad health 2, you then do ranged offense 3, cavalry offense 3, infantry offense 3, and then you've got cavalry offense 2, range offense 2, because cav and range are both of my attacking troops, the mass numbers, I want to boost them as much as I can. And then with the last few points, I almost maxed out infantry offense 2, just to give that front line a little bit more of a boost. And that's how you go ahead and set your skill points up when you're ready to take a hit. Don't forget this first one, 5% army attack for 5 points. It's pretty good stuff, guys. That's 15% cold hard stats across your troops. Definitely go for that one. Okay, so you got your skill points set, you're building up your gear, you're getting your blue jewels in, you're starting to upgrade them. Awesome stuff. That's also a good thing to mention, guys, actually, when it comes to your jewels. How do you go about doing the upgrades? You know, put your blue jewels in, start collecting your attack jewels. Once you get 3 blue jewels, take out the blue jewel from your piece of gear, turn it into a purple, and put it back in. But obviously you need to get your whole set to blue first before you start working on purple jewels, okay? Right, so you're working on your jewels, you've got your gear leveling up as you speak. What's the best pack to get to level up your gear? Material Madness, guys. Even if you just get 1 of those packs a month, it's really going to make a big boost to your gear. It's good value for money, so definitely go for the Material Madness. I actually think it's in the store right now, actually. Let's have a look. There it is, guys. It's this pack here you want to go for. Material Madness. Really good. You get an absolute bunch of chests in here, which is good. Really good stuff, plus some resources. That's the one to go for. Now, when you get like me and you're almost there with a lot of your gear, like, you know, it's all purple, I've got golds. Material Madness, I kind of lose the value on it a little bit. Not too much, because we've still got the mythic upgrades to do, but I still lose a little bit. So sometimes these days, to try and push one piece up from purple to gold, rather than getting a Material Madness, I might get a couple of the individual packs, like the Saber Beast pack. I might go and buy a couple of those because they come with the ultra rares and the chests, and that helps me to push it up a bit faster. So I sometimes do that too. But again, that's very discretional, very optional. It depends on your budget and what you can spend. but that's something that I would recommend to do, you know, to really focus on one piece of gear sometimes rather than just getting material madness, because you know, it's luck whether you get the ultra rares, where the individual packs you do get them. Okay, so what other packs can you get to boost your account? I mean, what's it called? Boot Camp with the 20% training boost is pretty good stuff. That's one I would definitely recommend. Sweet Deal is another good one that comes with a bunch of speed ups, which is really good. Bursting with Riches is great, and the gem packs, because you get a bunch of gems you can use for training, plus you get speed ups and other good stuff and gearboxes. So those are some of my favorite packs that I would go for when it comes to building up your trap. Also, there is another one which doesn't come out very often. It's called Super Bonus. If you're able to spend a little bit of money, the first pack is good, the second one's good, but the third one for $50 is awesome. It gives you a bunch of speed ups, some loads of gearboxes, and it comes with legendary jewel chests. Really good value for money, but I haven't seen a Super Bonus pack come up for some time, but if it comes up, definitely grab it because it's really, really good. Okay, so we've gone through troops, we've gone through research, familiars. Make sure you focus on the Colosseum as well, guys, because that's free gems. You know, you definitely want to be getting as many free gems as you possibly can. With the heroes, guys, just level up the ones you need. Don't be leveling up anything else. You can see I've done Prima Donna to green just to help out with the hero chapters, basically. The rest of these are all going to stay low and at low ranks because it adds might. It really does. It adds a lot of might, and you don't want to be adding too much than you need. So, with that being said, don't focus too much on all your heroes. You know, just focus on the ones you need and leave it at that. My big guy, I think, is ready for blue. But I still haven't hired him. He's still sitting in there, and I won't be bringing him out either. So there you go, guys. That's basically like a one-stop kind of like check-in there, showing you everything that's going on in this trap. You know, the levels of the buildings you need to build, why you need to take some of the buildings to level 25, you know, the troops that you need to use. I hope it's been really helpful. Just going back into here very quickly and taking a look at formations. This is the last thing I want to tell you. Many people will say to you, oh, don't put infantry in the front line, build a range trap, because range, you know, most people send cavalry, you'll easily trap them. Or no, sit in a cavalry formation. The way I see it, guys, if you're a trap or you're not a trap, you know, it doesn't matter what they send, whether it's cav, infantry, range. It doesn't matter what formation you're in. If you're a solo trap, you know, you can either trap it or you're not. It's as simple as that. So I don't see the reason to spend time and resources on unlocking other phalanxes. There's just no need for it. Because, like I say, you're going to trap them or you're not. It shouldn't matter what they send. If you're a true trap, then whatever march comes, you should be eating it. And if you're not, it means that your stats aren't high enough on your gear, your jewels need to be looked at, your heroes need to be upgraded, or you need to boost some more troops because you just haven't got enough. Those are the reasons why you're not going to cap. It's got nothing to do with the formation whatsoever. A rally trap is slightly different. It does kind of help to see what's coming and counter if you can, but we're not talking about a rally trap. We're talking about a solo trap, so there we go. Anyway, guys, I hope this video was helpful. I hope I went through plenty of stuff and gave you an idea of what kind of stats you need to be looking at before you can start taking big boy hits. If you're close to those kind of stats on your gear and you've got that a good troop composition like that, then good luck to you out there. Happy trapping, everybody. And until the next time, you know how this next bit's gonna go. Stay safe everyone. And peace out.